The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the participants and do not reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
BronxNet. Your voice, your views, your vision.
Coming up front and center on this edition of Perspectives, we'll update you on one local organization's attempt to make Haiti a better place. That's front and center on Perspectives with yours truly, Darren Jaime. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Perspectives. And we said we are inviting you to be a part of our show, and you are because you're watching right now. But in addition to watching us, we want to let you know that you can connect with us via Facebook and Twitter, our social networking sites. There you can stay active. You can hit us up on BronxNet Perspectives on Facebook, and then also on Twitter. There you're able to leave some information as to what do you think about the show, talk about some of the past episodes of the show, and then, let us know exactly how and where we can share our perspective with you, because it's the perspective that really makes the difference, and we're glad that we can bring this show to you. Coming up front and center on this edition of Perspectives, we talk about Haiti. It's been a little bit more than 4 years since the devastating earthquake toppled Haiti, leaving many people dead, and at the same time, trying to quest for life, I should say. And here joining us now is a young lady who we've had on our show. And we bring her back every year because we want to know exactly what kind of progress is being made in Haiti. It was on national news and national headlines for a while, and then after CNN goes away, the question is, what goes from there? We're pleased to be joined by Marie-Yolaine Usibi. She is also the CEO and fire starter of Community to Community, and we're glad to have you sharing with us, and welcome back.
Thank you. Thanks, Stan. I'm happy to be here.
Good, good. So a little more than 4 years ago, you pretty much left corporate America to really take on this passion of helping home, Haiti.
Yeah.
Give us a little bit about where we are, because we know that you guys have worked to do some things with water and try to bring clean water, mobilizing efforts here in the United States and abroad to really join. So from the last time we met to where we are, why don't you just bring us up to speed?
Well, first, on behalf of the team and actually the folks on the ground that we serve, I want to say thank you to you and Perspectives and the folks who work here for actually having us back, so that we can share with people that there is progress being made and that this wasn't an overnight fix since the earthquake in 2010. So thank you for that.
No, you're welcome.
So since you last saw us, a lot has happened. So when we were last here, we were talking about the water. And I think we brought some footage to share with you about the captage that we had built. And that was where the spring was, where the structure that basically covered the spring, where the water would be stored. And then we were pumping it up to the reservoir. So we were on task to complete that until basically the rapidly deteriorating environmental situation because of the deforestation problem that we have really made us have to kind of shift our gears. And the challenge that we were having was the dirt that was around the captage was just eroding with every hurricane, every rainstorm. And that, of course, just basically made a huge risk. Once the spring dries up, there's no water. And this, of course, made this an urgent priority for us. So what we did was that we worked with the community to plant 14,000 seedlings around the captage. So although we need to do this 4 more times, only 1/4 of it is done, we have at least staved off some of the erosion that's going on. So for us right now, it's a combination of the water and the trees.
So what's the most immediate need right now? Trees?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the trees and the water, they work together. And it's important for people to understand, save the trees, save the planet. It's not just Haiti. And I think, like in the U.S., for example, we have really great policies and procedures for that. If you cut down one tree, you have to plant 10 seedlings, for example. But in an environment where there's such abject poverty, folks are cutting down the trees for charcoal and for wood and, you know, for money. And if you have to choose between your child and a tree, your child's going to win each time. So it's really just being able to replace the things that we're taking out. And thankfully, the community that we're working with is very proactive in that. They actually have planted over 8,000 trees since we've started working with them. And they had already started doing that before us and started in a complete nursery as well.
Give me a little bit. You have boots on the ground. You're down there, and your volunteers are down there. What is the situation in Haiti right now? Because we don't have a whole lot of cameras to go back and really do the recapitulation of what's going on. Give us a little bit about boots on the ground. What's going on there right now?
Well, I would say specifically it's more so that what's happening in the countryside than what's happening in the city. So most people think that Haiti is Port-au-Prince, but it's not. It's just the main capital, right? So you have a myriad of other locations, Jacmel, Petit Goâve, Grand Goâve, Okap, Cap-Haïtien. They're all of those places that you don't often hear about, where there's a lot of progress being made. And as you said, the smaller organizations, the smaller grassroots organizations, we're the ones who are there in the trenches every day. So a lot of the infrastructure building, the roads are getting much better. I literally gauge how things are going against how much time it takes me to go from Port-au-Prince to Petit Goâve. So it used to take me 4 hours, then it took me 3 hours. Now it's about an hour and a half, almost 2. Wow. Which is great. So that infrastructure, having the main road be paved and, you know, be smooth, that's very, very important for traffic in and out. And again, the countryside, you know, folks couldn't wait, so they pretty much banded together, you know, and made things happen. So depending on which organization, and like I said, we're not the only ones on the ground. Haitian American Caucus, Diaspora Community Services, Global Vive, ADIHA, the Association of Haitian American Engineers. You know, there are folks, like I said, that you might not hear on the CNN stories who are absolutely working and never left and were there before the earthquake, who are very committed and know that if we continue on the track that we're going now, we're going to turn the corner. So coming up, you have a very special event. Yes. And I want to talk about that because it's May 17th, and this is going to help, of course, in your endeavors. Yes. So we're actually having our 4th, can you believe this, 4th annual? Yeah, it's like years are passing, right? Yeah. I never thought this when I left my job, I have to be honest. But this is our 4th annual Hope in a Future celebration of Haiti. We will be again at Christian Cultural Center. We're thankful that they've asked us to return. And this year, last year actually, we changed the format a little bit, and it was a huge success, and we're thankful for that. The celebration is actually in 2 parts. The first part is an IET Marché. And basically the doors open at 12 o'clock that day. And we have an IET Marché where we're going to have different vendors and artisans that provide different services to the community. So different things like TPS, which is Temporary Protective Services. And not just for Haitians, but Hispanic, Dominican, et cetera. Because there are a lot of folks here who are on temporary visa, and they keep extending it. But sometimes folks don't know what the specific ramifications of that are, or what forms they have to fill out, et cetera, et cetera. So just building relationships with other partners that are able to come in. And we also have fun things too. So there's going to be art. Samuel Augustin, who is a very well-known art aficionado here in the community, is bringing all of his artwork, very beautifully crafted sandals and handbags. So we're going to have a little bit of everything for everyone. And my favorite part, which is Haitian food. Yeah. So a lot of that. Yeah. That's my main reason. And it's going to be hosted by radio personality Barbara De La Lue. And we're going to have music, and there's going to be giveaways, just a really great time for the whole family. And then at 2 p.m., we're going to do the world premiere of our multimedia theatrical presentation of The Story of the Trees. So a lot of things happening. We wanted to let you know May 17th is the day. We'll bring you that information in just a few seconds. Stay with us. And coming up after the break, we're going to talk about the community and how the community has actually been a part of making this event, as well as Marie's whole endeavor possible. Stay with us. We're coming right back right after this.
Being a dad can be tough.
No. What do you mean she's not coming?
When's the fairy princess coming?
Any minute now.
But when you're willing to do anything...
It is I, Cruz Zinkelpel. Okay, time for cake.
It's always worth it.
I know it's really you, Drew. I'm just pretending for the other kids.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov.
A single ember from a wildfire can travel over a mile. That ember can ignite and destroy your home or community. You can't control where that ember will land. Only what happens before it does. Visit fireadapted.org to learn how you can help protect your community from wildfires.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all living united to ensure the academic success of millions of kids in our communities all the way to graduation day. But that won't happen without you. So take the pledge at unitedway.org. Make a difference in the life of a child. Suit up like your favorite NFL players and become a volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor with United Way. NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all working with United Way for a million little reasons. The kids of our communities. To ensure their academic success all the way to graduation day. You see, it takes about 12 years to create a graduate, but it takes the same time to create a dropout. And the difference between a kid becoming one or the other could be a professional athlete, or it could be you. Studies showed the earlier we get to kids, the better their chances. So become a United Way volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor, and make a difference in the life of a child, for the life of that child.
Give.
Advocate.
Volunteer.
Live united. Join your favorite NFL players. Take the pledge. Go to unitedway.org.
Back here on Perspectives, continue our conversation with Marie Yolaine Usibi. And every time she comes, I always mess up a little something. I got it all together right now, and it's all good. Listen, 4 years, right? By now I should have it all together, right down pat. It's not a good show.
But you know what? You get an A for effort.
It's not a good show if I don't mess up a little something once in a while.
A little bit. So I know, because I know you're concentrating.
There you go.
I appreciate that.
And I'm trying to get there, right.
Yeah, stay focused.
Community. And she is not only the CEO, but she's also a fire starter, a person who actually left her job in corporate America with a passion for Haiti. And any regrets ever about leaving corporate America?
Not one.
Not one.
Never. And I'll tell you, this is how you know that you are really operating in your calling, operating in your passion, and doing what you were called to do, is that it's very sexy in the beginning, right? Because you feel like I found it, and angels are singing, and it's harps, and it's fabulous. But then you got to eat peanut butter for like 3-4 months, right? And then you can't buy new shoes, and you can't, and the sacrifices come in, and you miss birthdays and weddings and those kinds of things. And then you kind of feel a little tug, like, okay, well, if I had a regular life, I wouldn't have to, worry about these things. I didn't feel that way. Some days it's hard, but there's never a day I get up. I would be missing out on all of this. And I would be missing out on feeling like every morning that I get up, I know why I'm here.
Right.
Never regret that.
And that's a great feeling.
Yep.
But you also engage people with your passion, because you've got a lot of people who have actually joined you, because this was like a one-woman effort in the beginning, right?
Oh, yeah. That lasted for about 10 minutes. But
right.
Yeah, no, this is definitely cannot be a one-person show. And truthfully, being the fire starter is literally what I do. Like, the thing that turns me on, that gets me excited, is to help people operate in their purpose. Because as soon as you feel like you're on track, I mean, the first thing you want to do is, are you doing what you need to do? Are you happy? Are you, and I kind of feel like C2C is this garden where people come and get planted, and they do the things that they're passionate about. And like, I'm here today with you, and there's a person who is dealing with all of our social media, for example, and she's very passionate about this. The information she brings to us, she goes home and she thinks about what campaign, how do we use Twitter, how do we use Facebook? You know what I'm saying? And the folks who are on the ground, they're passionate about that. So I'm very grateful. The folks who do our visual media, very passionate about that too. I hope that we will continue to be the kind of organization that attracts people, right, who want to do that.
And talk about attracting the public, because obviously to do what you need to do, you've got this whole situation with the trees, and you got public participation to help with the water, and now the newest is the trees. Talk about the power of partnership. You guys have, done a great job of community partnering. Where do you stand right now with partnership with people?
Well, I have to say, and this is important, to date, we have never received any government funding.
Beautiful.
We've never. And not because for lack of trying necessarily, but no other foundation, nothing. This has been because of our neighbors, our family, our friends, people who believe in us, our supporters, people who've gone to the site, read what we're doing and said, you know what, I want to help you. I'm grateful for that. And it's like LBJ, I think, said it, and it's one of his famous quotes where he says, these are our enemies, poverty, sickness, disease, not our neighbor. Our neighbor is not our enemy, whether that's across the street or across the water. There's no one in Haiti who doesn't want clean water for themselves and for their children, who doesn't want education for their kids, who doesn't want to earn a decent day's wage, who wants to be able to take care of their family, who wants to wear a nice, pretty dress to church on Sunday. No, there's no difference. If you travel this planet, you will see that no matter what else that we can say about each other, the basic human necessities, everybody wants them for themselves, and they want them for the people that they love. So I'm grateful to have those neighbors who come and assist us. And that's one of our big themes for Hope in the Future, is to raise neighbors.
And Saturday, May 17th, is going to be the day for a hope and a future, and you can have the ability to become a neighbor.
Right.
Mr. Rogers say, won't you be my neighbor?
My neighbor.
Right. So,
so they can go on the website, www.community2community.info, or they can give us a call at 718-393-7740 and get any information that they need. But we love to drive people to the website because our webmaster did an excellent job, and all of the information is there, and they can contact me or whomever they would like to get more information from. And we just invite everyone to come out and have a great time while doing a great thing.
And the next great thing, of course, is the trees and really trying to move trees out there. Where are you in the tree process?
I will tell you, we've learned more from the community than my background is in administration and public relations, so you can imagine how much dirt I've touched in my life. None. So being down there with the water engineer and the agronomist, we've learned a lot. So basically what the folks are doing is that they've created nurseries, and in those nurseries are different kinds of plants. And you understand that there's an ecosystem and a planting system. It's very humbling to see that basically it's going to be the name of my new book. I'm thinking God is a freaking genius, right? Because everything works together. So the dirt and the roots and the trees and the rain, everything works together. And when you have one out of sync, it impacts everything else. So, and you can't just throw any kind of plants together. Right? So eucalyptus, for example, you can't plant it unless you are expecting it to stay there forever, because it sucks up all the water and it doesn't play well with other plants, right? So you have to think about which plants are you going to put together. So for example, when we did the 14,000 seedlings, we did vetiver, we did cashews, we did bamboo and pine trees, because they're very strong in kind of hostile planting conditions. So they're able to withstand all of those types of things. So these are things that I'm learning that obviously there's no way I would have learned them otherwise, but it's a process. It's from seedling to the ground to putting the right, species together to then ultimately result in a beautiful forest.
When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about how you actually can play a part. We'll continue to let you know and bring you more information on that event taking place on May 17th. You're watching Perspectives. We'll be right back right after this.
Maybe he's really focused.
Maybe he likes spinning the wheels.
Maybe he just loves trucks.
Preoccupation with objects is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Ready or not, here I come.
Take time to be a dad today.
Look at me. Hey.
Raymond, look at Mommy.
Maybe the light hurts his eyes.
Maybe she's just not hungry. Maybe he can't hear us. Maybe we're not stimulating him enough. Maybe it's a phase.
Avoiding eye contact is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
Can you consent with me? Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read. So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child. So let's join hands, book people unite. Unearth hidden passion. Come on, we'll have a good time. One book could be the funniest that'll make helps to change a life. People unite.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised.
Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
All right, give me a spot. You know my motto, safety first.
They could be dangerous. I think we should call animal control.
Animal control?
To be safe.
Don't worry.
Just...
I got this. It's a new motto.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Coming up, we're going to let you know a little bit about A Hope and a Future, a celebration for Haiti. That event is taking place on May 17th, and Marie's been here sharing with us a little bit about the work the community has been doing throughout, and we're encouraging you, if you want to be a part of helping Haiti, this is a wonderful opportunity to actually see, as we call, boots on the ground, help for Haiti. The water situation, we followed that down through the years, and now we move into a situation of trees. And who would think that we move from water to trees in a few years, and heaven knows what's next. But we really are glad that somebody's giving us a bird's eye view as to what's actually going on. Give me a little bit about the partners that you have, because obviously we talked a lot about having the community as partners, but at this particular event, you got some partners, because you've been, trying to reach out to people, sponsors, and.
Well, we're grateful for WBLS, WLIB, and the Daily News, because they've actually been with us since the beginning, and grateful for them. Christian Cultural Center, also with us from the beginning. They were actually instrumental in breaking ground for the water initiative and helping us to build the captage, and also were instrumental in helping with the planting of the 14,000 seedlings as well. It's good when you find folks who understand the vision and understand that this is not going to happen overnight. It took years to get in the conditions that some of the areas are in, so grateful for that. Let's see, I'm just trying to think of who else. Positive Community, Amsterdam News, and one of our staunch project partners, Penshina Consulting, urban planning at a level of excellence that I'm grateful to have them on board. And our development team really, like I said, the architect, the urban planners, everyone really is just really good at what they do. So now, like I said, we're just trying to get more folks to really become neighbors, to support us monthly, to understand that, to see it to completion. That's really what we want folks to understand, that this isn't about coming back every year and asking for the same thing to do the same thing.
Right.
This is about, as you said earlier, progress. Right? And one of our team members said it the other day, that C2C means continue to completion.
Right.
Right?
And that's exactly what you want to do.
Get it done.
How far away are you from completion, do you believe?
Truthfully, because of what's been happening in the last couple of months with the new partners that we're getting, I feel pretty confident that we're going to be able to finish the water this year. Because we only have 2 phases left. We only need to literally build the pump house, pump it from where it is now to the reservoir, and then put the kiosks, so people don't have to walk 4 hours to get water.
Right.
I'm feeling really confident. That's why we came here, to invite everyone to come out. And at the end of the day, if I can say this, that it doesn't matter if you're from Petit Goâve, Léogâne, Jacmel, DR, France, Canada, the Bronx, wherever, it's for everybody. We want everyone to come. It's an international experience.
An international experience it is on May the 17th, and we want you to come out. It's A Hope and a Future, and who's going to be there?
Well, I am happy to say that Bello International, very conscious kind-hearted, decent musician. He's actually based in Haiti. He's coming here.
Mhm.
He was here last year and he's returning. We also have Mosaic, which is a New York-based jazz ensemble. They're also coming back. Francine Ott's The Walk. It's coming back. All of the wonderful actors from the CCC Performing Arts Ministry are going to be there. Let's see, I'm trying to remember. Oh, and we're introducing the wonderful Mabou Loiseau. She is 8 years old, Haitian, speaks 9 languages, and plays 8 instruments.
What? And how many years old?
8. Speaks Russian,
I haven't seen
Arabic,
this.
Chinese, French. What was she speaking the other day? Yeah. Amazing.
For real, for real.
For real, for real. I'm not kidding you.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's going to be there sharing some of her talents with us as well.
Wow, beautiful,
Yeah,
beautiful.
it's going to be
beautiful.
exciting. So just go to the website. And
That's right.
Come on the 17th.
We're trying to drive you to the website, and if you do go to the website, please go and see the work that's actually being done. It's some very powerful work that's being done to improve the conditions of Haiti, who 4 years ago really literally had their world rocked and are still on the road to recovery. And as we said, so many times you see pictures of recovery and things that are happening, but you also miss that there's still a lot more work that needs to be done. So let's not just be satisfied with what we see, but let's know that we want you to know there's still some stuff that you haven't seen that still needs to occur. And as Marie says, the main thrust right now is really working with trees. And before we go, how are you getting trees and how's that whole process of trees? Because I'm still stuck on, you need trees. How do you get trees?
So
How do you get
just
trees?
so we're
Right.
clear,
Right.
we're not taking trees from the U.S. to Haiti.
Mhm.
That's important. Sometimes we're like, we got to get water. Hey, there is water there.
Right.
Okay. There's water there. There are trees there. What we're believing for folks to understand is to support the work that's already on the ground. So that whether that's the funds raised from this are specifically going towards that, creating the nurseries, buying the seeds, having the agronomists and the urban planners and the engineers come and really help us to put this together and put the now desolate landscape on the road to being a full-fledged forest. That's what it's going to be. And truthfully, we invite people. Perhaps you want to come down and see the work that's being done. Or for me, I planted a tree in my dad's memory the last time I was there. So we're offering that for folks too. Plant your roots in Haiti. It's a good investment.
It's an awesome experience, huh?
Yeah.
So when's the next time you're back down?
July.
Okay.
And then
so-
probably going back again in December.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So we'll continue to update people and let them know exactly what's going on.
I will come back again and again as many times as you guys will have me.
Yeah, I mean, we got to see this thing all the way through to completion. I mean,
That's right.
we started at the beginning when you first got started.
You're hired. That was good.
See, there you go. I could work.
Okay.
I have another career after this. I really do. Guess what? I do have a career. I think I found it. You helped me find my passion. I got a career
That's
after
why I'm a
this.
fire starter. It's much
Fire starter. All righty. Well, thank you, Marie, for coming and sharing with us. And really,
Thank
it's been
you.
wonderful having you again.
Thanks for having me.
All righty, and that about wraps up for this edition of Perspectives. We invite you to stay connected to Perspectives, and you can check us out, as we said, on our social networking sites. But really, I want you to go ahead and take a look at Marie's website, see the work that's going on, because as we said, we continue to follow the work in Haiti that has gone on for years, and we're proud to say that we won a Telly Award for our original coverage of what goes on in Haiti, because we really believe that it's not just about what you see on mainstream media, but really, as she says, and no pun intended, really being able to follow things through to completion, because we don't have an opportunity sometimes to see or follow through because the cameras move. But when the cameras move, it's our intention here on Perspectives to stay right there and let people know exactly what's going on. So continue to watch us here on Perspectives. We'll let you know what's happening with Marie's organization as well as overall in Haiti in general. And that about wraps it up for today's edition. We thank you for watching. Until the next time we meet, stay safe, share your perspective with somebody else, because guess what? It just might make a difference in their life. Darren Jaime saying take care and God bless. All right.
Maybe he's really focused.
Maybe he likes spinning the wheels.
Maybe he just loves trucks.
Preoccupation with objects is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today.
smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Ready or not, here I come.
Take time to be a dad today.